Hey, happy Sunday. Happy Soup Sunday. Today I was rummaging around in my refrigerator and I found some cauliflower, some celery and onions, obviously, and some garlic and some smoked Gouda and some cream and some chicken stock, and we are gonna make creamy. Oh, and Friday night I went out to dinner with my friends and I didn't eat all my spinach, so I brought it home, so I'm gonna put that in there too. Some sauteed spinach at the end. So what are we gonna call it? We're gonna call it smoky, creamy cauliflower and spinach soup. And here we go. It's all melted already, so you can't see it, but I am heating up some bacon fat, and you can use olive oil or butter or whatever kind of fat that you would like in your soup pot. We're not going to make a giant batch of soup like we usually do, because this is made out of, you know, dribs and drabs of things. So into our bacon grease, we are going to put rough chopped celery and onions. And rough chopped cauliflower. And stir it around, season it a bit. I broke my stuff with some salt. And some pepper. A little scotch of red pepper flake. And we're going to cook these down a little bit. They don't have to be too soft because we're going to boil them and simmer them. Okay, our veggies are sufficiently softened. What we're going to do now is add some chicken stock, just enough to cover by a little bit. That might be enough. Let's give it a stir and let's see. Yep, that should be good. And we're going to bring this up to a boil, and then we're going to let it simmer until the vegetables are nicely softened. Our vegetables have reached a nice state of tenderness, and so now we're going to pull out the old immersion blender, and this is where the soup is going to get its body from. You notice that I didn't use any flour or anything while I was putting it together. So we are going to puree it. All right, it's nice, smooth, silky consistency. There are a few little chunks of cauliflower still left in there, but that's okay. So now we're gonna finish it off with some shredded smoked Gouda. Let's see, probably about a cup. And then we're gonna thin it out with some half and half. And we're gonna heat this up till the cheese is melted and our soup has reached its desired consistency. It's a little thinner than I expected, but I think it's still gonna be good. And now we have our to-go box of sauteed spinach. And the reason I didn't add garlic to this recipe is because there's a lot of garlic in this. So that's where our garlickiness is going to come from. This is going to give it a little color, a little texture, a little spinachiness. And in about a minute or two, when all this cheese is melted, we are going to serve this guy. Now that all of our cheese has melted, it's a very nice creamy consistency. Take some of it and ladle it into a little bowl and give it a taste. I have already tasted it. It's silky, it's smooth, it's smoky, it's cheesy, and I'm just gonna have to brag, but it was another one of my good ideas. I have decided to call this Smoky Cream of Spinach and Cauliflower Bisque. and that's a good name for it. And like I say, it's beautiful to eat, beautiful to look at, beautiful to eat. And we are going to take a bite. Bringing it up close. And back down into the bowl. We now have another Soup Sunday in the books. And that was a fun thing to do. You know I love to play. So come again next Sunday. Join me for Flatbread Fridays and anything else in between. And thanks a lot.